Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play. Link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Necrons versus Sisters of Battle. Right, so welcome to this 2000 points league battle. I'm going to run my 2000 points of Necrons here. They've played 2 games already. All the factions are playing 3 games each, and then the top armies will go through to the knockout stage of our Season 9 battle reports. So just before I run through the list here for the Necrons, mention the patrons at gold level. They get their names shouted out at the start of all of our battle reports, plus a Patreon dice to use at some point during the game. That's Andrew Swan, Bob Longboy, Chris Heem, Frank Fafecki, Longbow BB, Lucas Becker, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Michael Fryer, Nathan Scrizuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross, Will Wright, Maxfield Knuckles, and a new supporter at gold level, it's Tyler Summers as well. Big thanks to them for their support at gold level. I'll call out the names of all those supporting at silver level at the end of the game, and you can check out the end credits for all the supporters, including those supporting at bronze. All the proceeds on my Patreon page go to my local War Games club, SSWG. So, Necrons have done well. They've won both of their games so far. If they win this battle against Tom's Force, then they're pretty much guaranteed to go through to the knockout stage of our Season 9 battle reports. Necrons are doing well, but we'll see if Tom can stop them with his army. 2,000 points of Necrons, running them as Mephrit Dynasty, so they get Solar Fury. At half range, relevant weapons get an extra AP -1, plus 3 inches to their range as well. So Gore's Flares, for example, range 27 instead of range 24. And running a double patrol just lets me take the 4 HQ choices. First HQ is a Warden, just here. Given him a Relic, Conduit of Stars. It's a better shooting weapon, unique to Mephrit Dynasty. Taking the Overlord here with the Glaive and Tachyon Arrow for him. I've played Hand of the Pharaon for him, so he gets to cast My Will Be Done twice in the turn instead of once, just to bless units that are nearby. And I've also given him Veil of Darkness, so himself and another unit can jump at some point during the game. We're playing it so they can do it on turn 1. So then third HQ choice is Terim Ra. So Resurrection Orb has been given to him. Warlord trait is Merciless Tyrant, it's +1 attack, +1 strength. There's a Gore's Cannon, and he's taken a War Scythe as his war gear as well. Fourth HQ choice is Illuminor Xeris, just here. Then for troops choices, need to take 2, but I've got 3. 2 units of 20 Necron Warriors, 10 of the models with the Gore's Reapers, 10 with the Gore's Flayers, both squads the same. Unit of Necron Immortals, equipped with Gore's Blasters. Then on to Elites, I have Scorpec Destroyers, a unit of 6. Also taking a Plasma Sight to go alongside them as well. Then I've taken a Hexmark Destroyer, the Lone Gunman, just there. Relic is Gauntlet of the Conflagrator for him. That relic being added to that model. Fast attack choices is the Tomb Blades, unit of 6. And for those who are given them shield veins, so +1 to their armor save, so 3+ armor save, and also given the ability that grants them a 5+ invulnerable save for those as well. Then finally for heavy support, it's 2 Canoptic Doomstalkers being added in for some extra firepower. So command points, double patrol, I need to pay 2 points for that, taking the 2 extra relics also, and then spend the 2 points on Hand of the Pharaon as well, so it leaves me with 6 command points for this Necron force. That's the list for the Necrons. I'll take a look and see what Tom KOYO has in his army. Alright, so 2,000 points of Sisters of Battle here. Tom's force, still quite new, isn't it? Only just been finished in recent months here.
But I've had maybe three games with the full 2,000 points.
Yeah, a few games under their belt here. This is an army that's been developing over on the Plus channel. We've played 500 points, 1,000, 1,500, and then we've played a few 2,000 point games with them. So, status now in the league for these?
Played 1-1.
Right, okay, so another army that's looking for a win. This will put the Sisters of Battle into a good spot if they're able to overcome the Necrons here in this fight. We'll let Tom run through his list.
Okay, so 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas. I'm a little bit giddy here because I've just been watching the new releases for the Adepta Sororitas coming out of Warhammer Fest, and they look amazing. I've just been talking to Luke about it. So today we have a battalion of Valorous Heart, which is this side here, and then we have a vanguard of Bloody Rose on the other side. In the Valorous Heart, as always, I have Canoness Beatrice, and she is accompanied with by the 6 Celestians, 5 basic, 1 with a melter gun. I have 2 8-lady squads of just basic troops, both equipped the same, both with a simulacrum, both with a heavy bolter and melters in both, and both of the Sister Superiors have power swords, and then just a basic troop squad at the back, absolutely nothing extra on them at all, completely basic. For the other elite, I have the Imagifier. The Imagifier has the Venerated Saint option on her for 1 CP, so then she gives them a aura of +1 strength and ignore -1 AP. So the Valorous Heart means that stacks, so ignores -2 AP. Then for the heavy supports, I've got 3 heavy supports. The first one is the Retributor Squad. Recently found out you can actually take 2 ammo cherubs, which is brilliant. So hopefully the multi-melters will be firing twice. So I've got 2 multi-melters, 2 heavy bolters, a simulacrum, and a basic battle sister. For the other 2 heavy support choices, I've got the 2 exorcists at the back. And then for my final HQ choice in that option, I've got Celestine with the 2 Gemini. The Celestine is my warlord for the game. She has Beacon of Faith ability, +1 miracle dice. Canoness Beatrice at the front. I've paid for Heroine in the Making for Indomitable Belief for the +1 invulnerable save aura. She has a Blessed Blade, and she has the relic, the Litanies of Faith, which this time I will actually be doing properly. Last time I thought it was actually she gains an additional miracle dice, but it's not. It's that she gets to re-roll a miracle dice per turn if she's on the battlefield. So hopefully just helping to get some high point miracle dice if possible. So then going over to the Vanguard detachment of Bloody Rose. Obviously this is your bread and butter at the minute for the close combat side of things. I've got 2 9-lady squads of Repentia. Now, the same as last time, I'm running these 2 ladies as female priests, just because I don't have the models for the priests as of yet. So I've got 2 priests there and a squad of 10 Seraphim. The Seraphim have the Penitent as well, which just helps them to re-roll their charges. 2 dedicated transports at the back there for the Repentia. And then last but not least, I have Canoness Hannah. Canoness Hannah has an additional relic, and she has the Bloody Rose Relic of Beneficence, which is the +3 attacks chainsword with +1 strength, -2 and 2 damage. So that's it. That's my 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas.
Right, okay. Tom's just needs to mention hunter killer missiles on all of the vehicles, so all of those equipped with that weapon. That's Tom's list here. Great combination. Remember the release of 9th edition, in the animation it was Ultramarines, Sisters of Battle against Necrons, so it's good to see these two armies lined up here in this league game. Pressure's on as well. Necrons, I reckon, could go top of the table if they win here. Could. And Tom, if he gets a second win, it'll push the Sisters of Battle right up to the top of the league as well, or near the top.
Grudge match as well, because I got an absolute pasting the last time that I played the Necrons with these guys.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert in the big push. Yeah, it wasn't really. But Beatrice performed. Do you remember she, another spoiler, took out all 6 of the...
yes.
She took out like 4 units by herself.
Okay, it must have left him... I've forgotten about the game, but Tom's having flashbacks here. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here. It's been randomly determined from the rulebook. So Overrun is the name of the mission. Strike force size game. 6 objectives, sort of running in a circle like this around the board. And then deployment zones running along across here. So 24 inches away from each other for our deployment zones. Necrons are going at this end of the board, the orange dice marking the edge of their deployment zone. Then across the other side, you can see the orange dice marking the edge of Tom's deployment zone. There's 6 objectives on the board marked by the commemorative coins. So one just here, right in the centre of the Necron deployment zone. One on the right-hand side, outside of their deployment zone. And then one just tucked in the scrub. You can see it just tucked in there. Then around the other side of the board. So just come around here just to show you Tom's perspective. This is his home objective right in the middle. One again just tucked in the scrub just here, just under the bushes, and then one inside this room. Both of us happy to have the objectives placed where they are on the board. So I'll briefly mention terrain at this point. So we're going to play this these clumps here as stents, just the usual rules for forest and scrub. We've got some ruins here, which we are going to play as line of sight blocking or obscuring rules for those. And then these larger buildings like this one here, those containers across the other side, we're going to play those as Munitorum armoured container rules for them. So that covers the terrain. So then for objectives, for primary objectives, domination here. So at the start of the command phase, the control of 2 or more objective markers is worth 5 points. 3 or more is worth 5 points on top of that. And then if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that as well. Then for secondaries, both of us have chosen our secondaries here. We haven't gone for the unique one for the scenario, Overrun, but instead Tom's gone for Deploy Scramblers. Engage in all fronts as the control of table quarters, and then Assassinate. Necrons have 5 HQ choices. If Tom can get to them, they're worth 3 points each. Necrons have gone for Assassinate as well. Tom has 6. Yeah, it's a good number of characters. Yeah, 6 characters to try and assassinate there. Then we've gone for Purge the Vermin, which is the clearance of table quarters. And then finally Deploy Scramblers for us as well. So that secondary is chosen for both sides. We'll go on to deployment now. We'll start alternating, placing units on the board. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So this is one of the newer battle mats here from GameMat.eu. So 6x4 in size. Then we just mark out the boundary of the battlefield here for this game. We're also using some of the terrain from GameMat.eu as well. So these containers, that large terrain piece across there, and that's all from the industrial terrain set from GameMat.eu as well, pre-painted, and I've just adjusted the paint scheme slightly to match in with my Adeptus Mechanicus theme. But you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. The link for them is in the video description below. Right, so deployment is complete for both sides. Necron's pretty much how they usually deploy here for them. So Immortals dead center, and then a unit of the Necron warriors on either flank. Doomstalkers on either flank as per usual. So one here and then one over on this side. Then trying to make use of the terrain as much as possible. The Tomb Blades are sheltering behind here. Scorpec Destroyers and the Plasma Sight in the middle. Then in the middle, a cluster of characters here. Luminor Xeris. To the left-hand side is Ramses, the Overlord. And on the right is the Royal Warden, and then Tamra himself, right in the centre.
What's the Royal Warden called?
Doesn't have a name yet.
Walla Walla Bing Bang, I think it should be called.
Okay, well, that could be his name, or we could leave it to suggestions. Please help me. Someone else choose a name for our warden here for the Necrons. That's my deployment done for this Necron force. We'll go around the other side of the table and take a look at Tom's deployment. By the way, the Hexmark Destroyer is in Deep Strike Reserve for the Necrons. So, deployment for Tom here. Now, you have put some golden markings on some of these to make them...
Yeah, the Celestians. Because,
yes, they're like the bodyguard.
In the last game, it was a little bit tricky to tell the difference between the two. So,
right.
I know they've got like the little gold markings on or the little markings on the helmet. But just to make it a bit clearer, so the gold markings are the Celestians.
And they're like the
bodyguard
squad. Right, gotcha. Okay. Then Celestine, Living Saint, and the two Seraphim.
Gemini.
Yeah. With her. Then Beatrice in there, the Magifier as well.
Yeah. Hannah's here.
Hannah's there as well.
Yeah.
So again, not copying, but similar to the Necrons, cluster of characters in the centre. Repentia squad inside the Rhino here. Then over on this flank, the two Exorcists, a sneaky squad of Repentia right on the extreme flank here on the right-hand side. Then Battle Sister squad just here, and then the Retributors just tucked in between the ruins here, so nicely hidden away. Necrons will not be able to see through there until Tom moves into the ruins. There are reserves, the Seraphim, the jump pack Battle Sister squad here, 10 of those, Deep Strike Reserve, and then across here flanking, or just regular reserves, Tom paying the command point for that with that Battle Sister squad, and the two Repentia squads are inside the two Rhinos. That's deployment done for both sides. We'll get ready to go on to the first turn of the game. So, ready to start. What shall it be? Glory for the Necrons on top of the table? Or will they be humbled here by the Sisters of Battle? Semi-pressure game. I think both of us would very much like to win.
It's only a game.
But it's only a game, of course, as long as we have fun.
Bob Longboy, as always.
He's going to use a Patreon.
Until he fails me.
Bob Longboy always gets the result that you need.
Xenos Scum first.
Thank you. Oh, it's a 3. It's beatable.
Oh, Bob Longboy, I can no longer use you.
Oh dear, Bob Longboy has not...
In fact, Bob Longboy has, because I wanted turn 2.
Yes, Bob Longboy made the choice, choosing to let the Necrons go first. It's all part of the plan here against this Necron force. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. It will be the Necrons that go first. Right, so on turn 1 here. Tom's the first one to roll up dice. It's for miracles here. 2 and a 1. Good for your morale that you'll lead later on.
I'm going to use the ability, the Litanies of Faith, I think it's called. Once per turn, I can re-roll a miracle dice, and I'm going to re-roll the 2
Okay,
until 4.
that's not bad.
Slightly better.
Okay, Tom keeps those 2 dice on standby. Necron's about to move here. A few bits to do in the command phase, and then we'll make a move with these units. Card as well, we need to reveal. This is our protection if we go second. So, there's light cover, which isn't going to help us, so we'll go on to Directive 2. Yeah, we'll choose Directive 2. It offers a bit of protection if Tom charges us on his first turn. Unlikely, but that's the one we'll select here. So we'll go on to movement now. I'll make some moves here with these Necron units. Alright, so movement complete here for the Necrons. So first thing to take place, augmentation here on the Tomb Blades from Luminor Xeris, giving them +1 ballistic skill for the rest of the game. They've then tucked themselves in to the ruin here just to try and keep them alive and out of trouble for now. Then Taman Ra here blessed the Necron Warriors on this flank, and then Ramses blessed the Immortals, and then also the Warriors on the left-hand flank as well, so giving them all +1 to their hit rolls. Necron Warriors pushing through in this direction have claimed this objective. Across this side, they've just gone beyond the objective here, claiming this one. Then Doomstalkers moved around this direction just to fire across this way. This one swung in, so they've come in from the flanks into the central part of the table. Ramses is here. The Wardens moved up as well. Illuminor Xeris moving up. Scorpec Destroyers have moved just to the boundary of our deployment zone and have deployed Scramblers. Plasma Sights with them. And then Taman Ra has moved up, pushing forwards as far as possible as well. But Necron sort of funneling down in this direction, heading off through the centre of the table. So that's movement complete for the Necrons. Just keeping formation at this stage, claiming 3 objectives. We'll go on to shooting phase for them next. Yeah, so error here with our computer program. I've moved these. They drop down to a lower profile for shooting. Range 27, we are falling a few inches short here.
Does not compute. Does not compute.
Yes, Tom reminded me he does play Necrons as well now, and not going to be able to shoot with these. May regret that here. Manoeuvred into position to fire, but reduced.
To be fair, where you were there, you couldn't shoot anyway.
Anything, yes.
He could have possibly shot. I'm more than happy for you to move him back if you want.
Oh, no. Mistakes made, Tom. We'll continue on. I must be punished for my errors here. It's the only way you learn. They can shoot or target practice against those containers. That's all they can shoot at. Oh, dear. Right, no shooting of those at all. Never mind. There are other units that can shoot, so we'll line up what we have. Plenty of firepower is available for the Necrons here, so we'll go on to shooting with the rest of their units. Okay, so got some firepower here. Tom's getting a decent cover save here. He's ignoring AP-1, AP-2. He's getting +1 for cover as well for Munitorum armoured containers. So 3 shots from here are going to go across into the infantry, and the rest, the other 7, are going to fire through against the Rhino. So it's 2s to hit though. And of course, they've all gone through. 2 ups. No problem. Okay. And then we'll do 7 shots against the Rhino. Then 2s. And then 5s. Just the 1 comes through. At AP -1. Okay, chipped off 1 wound. Illuminor Xeris. We'll put the Eldritch Lance into this thing. This is the number of shots. 3, that's a good start. 3s for hits. 2 have failed, which is a shame. I might be tempted to command reroll hit here. I'll go for it. So command reroll. Failed. So we'll take a command point away. We'll go for 3s to wound. The wound does come through. It's AP -4. D6 damage. 6 plus invuln save. Yeah, of course.
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Holds. Well done. Good for you, Tom. Tom's getting fired up. That was a very, very good roll. Well done. The damage would have been 5.
I was burning the incense in the car on the way down here, you see. That's what it is. Okay.
Tom is fired up for the Emperor here. His rage against this machine. Now, we'll go for Taman Ra. Here's the range, pre-measured already. 2s. They've all hit. This is good. I'm going to go for 5s to wound. Ooh, 2. Nice. AP -3, I believe. But it's 6s anyway.
Nope.
No, 2d3 damage. 4 damage taken. Not bad. Well done, Tamara. Picking off some wounds from the Rhino. I believe it has 5 wounds left.
You believe correct.
Okay. I don't have the... Remember, you can get the... Tachyon arrow, the relic one that gives you the guaranteed 6 damage. Don't have that. It's just going to be D6 damage. We will fire that. I think we have to... Yeah, I'll go for this. 10 shots here. I'm going to play Talent for Annihilation. So 6s will result in mortal wounds. This volley may be enough to cause trouble for this Rhino. Maybe. Nope. Nope, not today. We'll try and wound here on 5s. Yeah, 2 come through. These are at -2.
Both failed though.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 more wounds. We may as well fire the Tachyon arrow. We'll get it used up now. So 2s for a hit.
You will get it used up now. You used your reroll as well.
I have used the reroll. It was cocked dice, wasn't it? No. Okay, shooting phase I think is almost finished. We've got a bit of firepower here with the Necron Warriors. 10 shots, we're going to hit. 2s.
3, well, who's shooting?
Oh, -1 because of the dents. Yeah, gotcha. So we'll take those away. And then, well, it's going to be 6s. Your toughness 8. 6 is needed. 1 comes through. At -1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So shooting phase is finished. Movement across the battle line was okay. These, it's a shame, didn't get to shoot them because they moved. Necrons, I think we both sense I'm going to regret that. But that's the way the Necron cookie crumbles sometimes. We'll see if Tom's able to bring them down. They're tough enough. 4+ invuln save. They are a distraction unit for sure. But turn comes to an end here. No points being picked up, just scramblers. One part of that has been fulfilled. No assassinate. And then purge the vermin can't be scored on turn 1. So first turn is finished for the Necrons. They've surged ahead. They've missed out on some firepower. We'll now hand over to the Sisters of Battle. Their army's in good shape. We'll see what Tom decides to do with his force. He's got to hatch a plan here to try and break into this Necron battle line. We're going to turn 1 now for the Imperium. Alright, so on turn 1 here for the Sisters of Battle. Tom was only meant to roll up for one of the miracle dice previously, but it's all been corrected now. That dice there.
Yeah, we held the 4 for the first turn and the 1 went to the second turn. So I get 1 per battle round and 1 per my turn from Celestine.
Yeah, okay. So that's all been corrected. Here now Tom preparing to move. Alright, so movement is complete here for Tom's force on turn 1. Over on the extreme right hand side, a 6 was rolled for an advance. The Rhino with the Repentia squad swinging round on the extreme right hand flank. And well shielded here, using the line of sight blocking terrain, just the density of that scrub to keep that Rhino hidden. Exorcists here, 1 on the objective, just moving from this direction. I think they're going to gang up, I think, on one of the Canoptic Doomstalkers to try and take it out. Then across here, HQ's pretty much staying where they are, a little bit of movement from these.
Yeah, Beatrice needed to move over because she can only allow rerolls of 1s for her order, and these are from her order.
Right, gotcha.
So she'd moved over to give them reroll 1s. And
yes.
Hannah's moved over there a little bit.
Okay, bit of a switch here with the 2 ladies in charge, and then Celestine has jumped across here. So infantry squads, Tom deciding whether to hold back here behind the line of sight blocking terrain or to commit. He has gone forwards into the terrain here to claim this objective, and they've been joined by Celestine, the Living Saint. Boldness from these, because the Repentia squad, they've gone for it here. Tom's advanced them, moving round, used the miracle dice, the 4, it's taken the squad to there. He's going to try and blindside the Immortals. I think that's his intent, to charge into them, just to stop Overwatch because they can't be seen by that squad at this stage. And then the Rhino has advanced 4 inches, moving through, and then also the Priest with the squad as well. So they're like throwaway units, aren't they? You just kamikaze them in, just to disrupt the enemy.
I get miracle dice and stuff like that, so that works for me. I know I give you victory points, but
yeah, nice. That's what they're designed to do. They may as well try and get a charge off on turn 1 if they can. Movement is complete. We'll go on to Tom's shooting phase next. So this still grates at me here, Tom. Can we just do... If this one didn't move, I just want to there's an itch that needs to be scratched here. If this one didn't move, it would have had no target. If this one had to stay where it was, I just want to roll to see what would have happened.
Yeah.
Just to see. D6 shots. Would have fired at one of the exorcists. So it would have been 6 shots.
You would have still been on 5.
Fives, yeah. So just 2 hits came through. 3s to wound.
There you go.
Snake eyes. I'm now a happy man. It would have made no difference if I'd sat still with both of those. We've laid that ghost to rest. And Tom's about to shoot. There may be some more ghosts to come.
So, first Exorcist, the one on the far right here, is going to fire into your one at the far end there.
This one here, yeah.
So it's 3d3 shots. 2, 4, 7.
7. Off to a good start. No minuses against me. So it's going to be 3s. And re-rolling your 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. That's helped. Another hits come through. So 5 hits.
Toughness.
Toughness 6 on these. You're going to be 3s to wound.
3.
3 have made it through. Okay, so we're down to Invuln saves here. It's damage d6. Invuln saves are 4+. We've passed 1. I think I must command reroll one of these. So, command point to spent. And so I'm going to go for Marcus Anthony here to try and save the day for the Necrons. 4+. No. 2d6 damage. Oh. 10. Ouch. Now I'll mark it up for damage here, but I don't know if it's worth it. Tom's still got the heavy bolter plus the hunter killer.
Heavy bolter.
Ooh. 1 hit. 5s for a wound.
Nothing.
No, okay, down to hunter killer. Could do it. Hits. I'd like to survive. I think hunter killer's strength 10 now. Yeah, wound comes through. 50-50 chance to keep this thing alive. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, so it's going to take firepower from somewhere else to finish this thing off. Okay, the next one is tucked in here. It's going to go after this Doomstalker here. With everything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it comes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
3s. Yeah, Tom getting his reroll 1s.
4.
Yeah, nice. No command reroll. 4 pluses. Block 2. It's going to be another 2d6 damage against the other Doomstalker.
Oh, that's a
Just 3 this
I'm
time.
going to reroll one of those ones.
You may as well. Yeah, okay. Patronic time.
Yeah. Andrew Swan.
Andrew Swan.
Oh. So 4 damage.
4 damage. It's dropping down to 8. Okay, we're healthy enough, but it's not quite over yet. We've got a
Heavy bolter.
heavy bolter.
Oh, I keep rolling a lot of 2s.
5s for a wound. There's the wound. 4 up. No, 2 damage. Nice. Dropping down to 6.
Hunter killer. Misses.
Has missed. Okay, so situation 2 left on here. 6 on here, but not quite destroyed at this stage. So white puff here. Smoke being popped on the Rhino. Yeah, Tom's lining up shooting, by the way. Actually, we've got a situation where these are quite hidden now because of this larger piece of line of sight blocking terrain. So it may be the fact that nothing else can shoot at these here. We'll see what... Yeah, because the Rhino couldn't shoot because it advanced, right? So it couldn't have fired the Hunter Killer missile. We'll see what other firepower Tom has available. Certainly damage has been done here on these Canoptic Doomstalkers. We'll see how much longer they last on the battlefield, but they are still alive at this point. Okay, so firepower is going to come from the ruin here. Multiple battle sisters of battle squads available.
So 5 bolters first of all.
They're going into the Necron Warriors.
Oh dear. 1.
Any minus?
Nope.
4 up. Passed.
And then heavy bar. It's -1 because I moved. 2 wounds. That is -1.
5s. 2 5s.
This is going well.
Okay, armor's holding. So what Tom's weighing up here is maybe shooting these up here with firepower,
Yeah,
and then going for the wipeout in close combat with the Repentia squad. Or wipe those out and then risk the charge, risk the overwatch, which could be painful if Tom goes in against a larger squad of Necron Warriors. Difficult tactical choices here at this stage. It's not a clear path ahead for the Sisters of Battle. Some blunders from the Necrons, but still...
I have to focus on this one to get you off the primary, I think.
Right, yes.
So the Retributors are going to fire into them.
We can both send... There's We're both sensing the importance of the decisions being made here.
So 2 heavy bolters. In fact, I'll start with the mighty mowers. 2 mighty mowers. There's no negative for them, they don't suffer it for moving.
Okay.
So 3 dead.
Okay.
4.
At -1. 5s. Ouch. Okay, it's another 4 dead.
Again.
Right, okay. Both Morium Cherubs being used here, and Tom's going to fire the heavy bolters again. We reckon it can still be done before we roll up for...
Because it's still the same unit shooting.
Shot. 3s.
Oh no!
Out of range of any rerolls. Okay.
Yeah.
3s to wound. No, 222. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So we'll go for 7 dice, steam 5s, rerolling 1s. There's 2 so far. Just 2. Okay, so 5 dead in total.
So just the 3 single shot bolters and a heavy bolter.
Yep.
These are rerolling ones. So all hit. 2 wounds.
Okay. 4 ups. Foul 1. So we'll drop him down.
And the heavy bolter. Rerolling ones.
3s to wound.
1.
Past that one. That unit's finished.
Yeah.
We'll try and get back up. Rerolling 1s. Nope. So model slain. So that's 6 casualties in total now. So that means there's 14 left.
Too many.
I think Tom's aim was to get the squad down to about less than 10 would have been useful to reduce the Overwatch by a fair amount here. So tricky situation at this point. There's still the option of blindsiding the Immortals. Tom could charge into them with the risk of no Overwatch. But as he was saying, the primary aim is to try and clear the Necrons at least off of this primary objective. So awkward situation here at this point.
Take it. Yeah, after about 45 minutes of trying to decide what to do, I'm going to go Warriors. It'll probably be silly because of your 5-up Overwatch.
Tom spent a long time deliberating. I ate half a scone whilst we were waiting for Tom to make his mind up
What
here.
I'll try first, actually, is I'll try to get the Priest in there.
Ah,
So I'll try that first.
to disrupt them.
Yeah,
Now that would be a good move.
but I need to roll reasonably high. I don't have any miracle dice.
Okay, that's tricky. I'm going to have to let you make that charge. Or hold it, just hold it a second. Let's just weigh this up. If I overwatch the character, right, and kill her, I get assassinate before I'm wiped out. Or if I take the risk, what is the charge?
8
An 8-inch charge.
with a reroll.
Give me 45 minutes here. Yeah, that's a bit of tactic that could be used here. Maybe Sisters of Battle players use this already. Inside the Rhino, take the Priest, charge with that model first to force the Overwatch to make a clear path for the Repentia inside. That could be a tactic that we see being used in future here. Tricky situation. So Tom's options are you could charge around the corner and pretty much guarantee the wipeout against the Immortals, or could take the risk of some Overwatch firepower come through. We can set to defend because it's turn 1. For our protocol that we chose, so it'd be 5s to hit. But Tom does have 5+ Invuln save, 5+ Feel No Pain, so you could try and weather that storm and make it in against the Necron Warriors. That's the ideal situation because of the primary objective. This is what Tom is trying to weigh up. But he's just seen a chink in the armour here for the Necrons. If that character can make it in, the Priest, that can absorb the Overwatch, or even just making it into combat will stop us from Overwatch in the Repentia squad and give them a clear run against the Necron Warriors. So multiple options involved here. Both players trying to weigh up what to do. I have to take the risk that you don't make it in. He's got a smirk on his face. No, don't use Patreons.
I don't want to use Patreons because you force me to roll them separately and then I always get a really bad result.
Well, you can mix them up. Like Chris Haim and Frank Fafecki. Okay. We don't know who's who. He's going to roll both together.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Oh, it's a 10.
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh, okay.
Really bad. Right, so now there's going to be no Overwatch from the Necron Warriors, and surely now the Repentia squad just don't roll snake.
Double 1 like that.
Snake eyes.
Come on.
Come on, reroll.
Boys.
Oh, come on.
4 or 5. Is that enough? Where's your closest?
No, you're going to be in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In they go. Just about. I stumbled at that.
Oh dear.
Don't like running in bare feet. Oh dear, I think this is going to hurt.
My heart is literally pumping after that. Dear, dear, dear.
Alright, Repentia go in. That's the result that Tom wanted. Okay, the Immortals are free here. They're not going to be touched this turn, I don't think. But Repentia have gone after the squad. That was their primary target. So we'll see if Tom can clear the objective. He should be able to, no problem.
7, 8, 9.
Okay. So pilot move's been made. Obviously all the models are going to get to fight. It should be a foregone conclusion.
3s going to 2s. How many have you got?
14 to try and get through.
14.
Are you -1 to hit rolls?
I hit on 4s.
Right.
But I'm zealot, so I reroll everything.
Right.
To hit. And then I'm on 3s to wound. I'm wondering whether I should pop a CP to make it 2s to wound, just to make sure I kill you.
CP situation, Necrons are on 5.
I'm on 3.
Tom's on 3.
Sorry, I had to spend a CP for Holy Rage to charge.
Advance and charge. Gotcha.
So that cost a CP, so I'm actually down to 2. So I don't have enough to fight twice. So I'm going to have to go for...
The +1 to wound, you must.
To wound, just to make sure.
Another CP to be spent, dropping down to 1. Just wants to do a good job with 1 round of combat from these. Okay, tear them down, it's called. Extra strength coming through.
I just need to make sure that I kill them. So.
You should be able to, but nothing's guaranteed here.
Right, so hitting on 4s. My sacred right is the passion, so 6s are extra hits. Only 2 6s so far, and lots of misses. Look at all those misses. Wow.
Ooh. Ah, you should be alright. Rerollable. Another chance.
Wow, that was not very good. 4 extra.
Okay.
And I'm just going to replace the 2 orange with the reds.
Right, question. What is your AP minus?
4.
Oh.
Not bloody rose, so. So that's enough. There's too many ones. There's too many ones.
There's lots of ones.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. That's how many you've got left.
Oh, just about. Yeah.
14, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Just about.
How is that? That's crazy.
Closer than it should have been. Okay.
I was lucky I spent that CP.
Necron Warriors destroyed. Necron, that's going to hurt the Necrons losing that squad. That is a significant blow. Always bad to see a full squad of Necron Warriors destroyed.
And of course that was them slightly tame because the priest gives them an extra attack each as well that I forgot about.
Oh.
So there would have been an extra 9 attacks.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so a good job done by the Repentia squad. They hit hard when they make it in at full strength. Well, Tom just consolidating. At least I don't have to do a morale test for that unit. Thanks, Tom. Wiped out and destroyed. Okay, I think that's pretty much the end of the turn. We'll see what points Tom's picked up here, but a deadly blow here against the Necrons, losing one of the Necron Warrior squads. There's a big chunk ripped out of this Necron force. It's certainly not out of the game, and the battle is only just beginning. But Sisters of Battle have dealt a deadly blow here to the Necrons at this stage. Repentia squad move into the ruins and claim this objective. Yeah, 3 points to engage in all fronts. Nice. Across here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, crossing over into the table half.
Deployed scramblers at the back.
Yes.
Haven't assassinated anyone yet. I did just kill a unit with the Repentia, so I get a miracle dice.
Okay. So 1, useful for morale.
I'm going to reroll the 1 for this turn from my relic. And it's a 5.
Nice. Okay. So 2 miracles here available for Tom at this stage. Okay, so not many points been picked up here, but damage being caused for sure by the Sisters of Battle. Necrons can strike back and potentially could hit back quite hard. They're on the back foot here. They need to catch up as far as damage is concerned. And they're a little bit tactically out of shape here, having lost that objective. That's cost us 5 points of primaries as well. But going to turn 2 now for the Necrons. They need to adjust to the situation quickly and hatch a plan of their own. We'll go on to their second turn coming up next. All right, so movement complete here for the Necrons on their second turn. Moving the Tomb Blades across, we're going to present some firepower with them. They've been blessed previously as well by Tem Ra. Wardens just move back a little bit onto the objective. Just that character to hold that central objective. These two haven't moved this time. Wounds restored up to 7, up to 3. Scorpec Destroyers moving forwards. Plasma Sights gone with them. Tem Ra has jumped on top. And then over on this flank, we've relocated using Veil of Darkness with the Immortals and Ramesses. So they've now landed here, and the Necron Warriors pushing forwards and to their left. So heading across in this direction, going to aggressively go after the Rhino and the Repentia squad on this flank. That's the idea here with the Necrons, try and deal with enemy threats that are closer to us, and try and reorganise ourselves and then press on. 5 points picked up for primaries this turn. We'll go on to shooting phases for the Necrons coming up next. Okay, so Doomstalkers, we'll start with these. The twin Gauze weapons are going to go into the rapid fire into the Repentia squad, and then we're going to let loose D6 shots. Ballistic skill is unaffected on these, so we're still going to be on 4s despite being down to 3 wounds left. So 4 shots first of all with the Gauze. Try and pick off some of the Repentia if we can. 1 hit. And no wounds, that's that done. And D6 shots, I need a lot of help here. Michael Fry will call upon a patronic bit of help here. D6 shots. 5, excellent. 4s for hits. We get 2. It's going to be 3s to wound. 1 makes it through. I have to resist the command reroll, but I'd like to command reroll that one. I will. 3 plus.
Should have resisted.
Should have resisted, yeah, fair enough. 1 makes it through, I think it's AP minus 5.
Who have we got?
This is Longbow BB.
Longbow BB.
Tom's going to try and get a 6. No. D6 damage. Nathan Scrizuti. D6 damage. It's a 1. It's a start, I guess. 1 wound picked off. I think Tom's going to be happy with that result. We'll go for exactly the same process again. We'll fire D6 shots across here and rapid fire into the Repentia. So Repentia first of all. There's a chance for these Doomstalkers to do something. No wounds at all. Are they capable of doing anything? We'll go for Nicholas Lucas now. D6 shots. 4. Okay, Patreons have helped out as best as they can. We'll try and get our hits now. We get 3. That's not bad. And then we'll go for 3s to wound. And 2 wounds come through. AP minus 5. Tom will take 6 plus invuln saves.
1.
Passing 1. Well done, Tom. D6 damage. Pull cook to give us anything but a 1. Yeah, so 3 damage coming through. Down to 8. Healthy enough. Tom will be very, very happy with that result. Okay, Necron Warriors next. All of them in range. Going to go after the Rhino. Not going to play any stratagems with them. Just going to let loose with a full volley. Going to roll up some dice separately here because there's a number of brackets going on with the different APs going on. But we're going to let loose with this squad. So Gauze Reapers. These are the ones that are within half range. 7.5 inches from Everett Dynasty. In 2s. I wish that was the wound roll. It's going to be 5s to wound the target here. Strength 5. Okay, these are at minus 3. There's 5 of them. So 6s. 2 6s, well done. Okay, so 3. So fire the other Gauze Reapers. In 2s. In 5s. 1 more. Minus 2.
Fine.
Saved, well done. Then just around here, 7 Gauze Flayers. That's 14 shots in rapid fire. Looking for 2s. Looking for 5s, and these will be AP minus 2. Not bad at all. There's 5 here. 5 at 5 plus.
No, we'll take it.
Okay, there's 2 wounds left. And the others, not in rapid fire range, 3 shots in 2s. 5s. They do make it through.
Yep.
And no, they're minus 1.
Alright, so
That's just, yeah, 1 wound left here on the Rhino. Okay, Immortals next. Going to split their firepower. We're just searching for a wound from this. So we're going to do 6 of them over at the Rhino and then 4 of them over at Tom's Exorcist. So we'll do this one first of all. In 2s. We're strength 5, so it's 5s to wound. Toughness 8. 3 make it through. AP minus 3. 6s.
2 passed.
Double 6. Dice rolling on fire here. Well done. 1 wound taken. And then going after the Rhino, 2s. All of them. And then 5s. Okay, this should see the destruction of the Rhino. 5 saves of 6+. Gone. Does it explode?
Nope.
It doesn't. Alright, we'll let Tom disembark with his models. He'll roll up to see if any are slain. 10 dice. And then he can disembark. Okay, disembarkation done. 3 models slain. The rest have got out at this point. 5 power complete on this flank, but Necrons, not too bad. They've managed to destroy the Rhino. The Repentia squad have been forced to disembark. So we're going to shoot Eldritch Lance. Is going to go into the Exorcist on the extreme left, or Tom's right-hand side. That's 1 shot. Need a 3. Missed. That's the end of Illuminosaurus' shooting. Conduit of Stars. Going to go into the Repentia squad. Need 3s. 2s to wound. 2 wounds to come through.
6 up save. And then how many damage?
2 damage.
2 damage each?
Yeah.
First one, dead.
And the next one.
Dead.
Okay, right. 2 Repentia slain. That's from inside the building here. Okay, so Tomb Blades here. Going to put 4 of them into Tom's heavy weapon squad at the back. Going to play Solar Pulse against them just to strip cover away. So I'm going to split the other 2. Split fire. Going to put those into the Repentia squad. So we'll start with the 24 shots from the Tomb Blades going into Tom's squad at the back there. So looking for 2s, and there's a whole heap of 1s. Tom's removed models from play, but it may not be a... You're still going to get a 3-up.
No, not against mortals.
Armour save. Oh, it can only cause 3. It's capped at
So
3.
that's 3 dead from the mortals.
Oh, so Tom's right. He's not removing the whole squad. So there's a good number of 1s rolled. So I'm going to try and roll to wound, needing 2s, strength 6.
Bit much.
It's pretty deadly here, yeah. It's 10. 14 saves. There's no AP minus, not close enough for that. So Tom will get... it would have been 2s of cover, but with Solar Pulse, just to strip away cover, it's going to be 3s. And got them. Okay, so they have been destroyed. Tomb Blades have done their work. I think it was wise sheltering those at the start of the game. 12 shots now into the Repentia. Tomb Blades helping out here. Need 2s. 2s. Just 1 damage at a time. So, no, -1.
And how many?
7. Here.
So 6 up Invulns first.
Okay.
And then 5 up Burning Pains.
Log 2.
So
Okay. 4 gone. 10 rod to fire. I'm actually going to go into the Repentia. 2s. 2s to wound. 2 make it through. Invuln saves.
Nope.
No.
Damage.
Damage D3. So 3.
Still alive. That Repentia means business.
God. And the next one. Surely he'll die now. 2.
Nope.
Right, that's it. Pick, but which one is it? This one. There you go. You can give her one. You can give her one of those. Well done. That's incredible. 5 plus invuln saves. That is heroic. Feel no pains. Brilliant. We'll go on to charges next for the Necrons. All right, charges taking place. Lots of charges from the Necrons here. I've gone a crazed attempt at trying to clear Battle Sisters away. Tom's just informed me no 1 command point left. You got yes, no interrupt available here. So chance for the Necrons to wipe some units. Temrad charging down. The Scorpec destroyers have gone in to the Repentia squad. There's the last few models just there. Also the Priest have gone into her and then into the Rhino as well. Then across here, I had to re-roll the charge. We got a 10. So Necron Warriors are flooded across to this flank to try and take on the Repentia. That's the priority, to try and get rid of those. And that's the charges taking place. But Necrons are fighting on both flanks now in close combat. Charging units free to fight with no interruptions. Roll up and see what happens in the combat phase coming up next. So I'm going to fight with Tamara first of all. 5 attacks, needing 2s. An extra attack because of his Warlord trait. All hit. 2s to wound. 3 make it through. Tom's going to take invuln saves. 2 damage a time. This could be enough.
First one, second one, third one, all dead.
Got them. Okay, Tamara has finished off that squad. Okay, so that's cleared those out.
So
That,
I get
that allows the Scorpec Destroyers to... Oh, miracle.
Miracle Dice to the 6.
Nice. Scorpec Destroyers can now close in on the character and the Rhino. We'll make a piling move of those next. Okay, so piling move's made. It's basically 3 against each. 3 on the Rhino, 3 on the Priest. Base of 3 is just the Threshers, first of all. Extra attack for the weapon, +1 attack for the Plasma Sight, which activated. So 3s. Rerolling our 1s. Hardwired Hatred. 2s to wound. No. Yes, it is 2s to wound because, again, the Plasma Sight helping out. 8. Priest has Invuln save.
I think it's a 4, but even if it was a 4...
It's damage 2.
So dead anyway.
Yeah, 6 wounds taken in total. Okay, so that's her gone. Then we'll go after the Rhino here. Same combination again. So 10 attacks. Need 3s. No 1s to reroll. 5s to wound. 6s.
1 pound.
Blocks 1. 2 damage a time. Rhino's gone.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't explode. Okay, Rhino destroyed. Scorpec Destroyers doing their job. They are exposed now, though. Tom can send Celestine into them, perhaps next turn. We'll see what happens. But Scorpec Destroyers are clearing all in their path. This flank has now been secured, for now, by the Necrons. Right, Necron Warriors in this flank. Piling move has been made. A few more models can get in. It's going to be 11 attacks in total against the Repentia squad. Needing 2s. Then needing 3s. I don't think we're going to wipe the squad. No, Tom will survive with some models here. Now, this is quite an important role. There's 5 invuln saves to make, first of all.
Made 1.
Okay, and then feel no pain. +2, well done. Okay, another 2 slain. Tom's squad still packs a mean punch to some degree. And then 4 attacks into the Priest. 3s to wound. 3 saves, no minus.
1 taken.
1 wound taken, okay. So we'll put a wound on her. Fighting the very edge of the battlefield here. Consolidation move, we'll just tuck in here and tuck in with these, like so. Okay, Tom may as well fight back here.
2 attacks base, 2 attacks base, +1 because you charged me, and then +1 from the Priest. So 4 attacks each. Do I save the CP or do I go +1 to wound again?
Oh, for your 2s.
Yeah.
2s to kill. You could hurt this squad.
As I can now, so I'm going to go for +1 to wound again.
Okay.
6s are extra hits. So
Necron Warriors are going to be hurt here, I think. Tom's going to cause trouble.
reroll it. Oh, dear. So that's 6 extra hits.
I had to charge, but it's going to hurt.
2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Less than
12,
20.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17 dead.
17?
17.
Don't tell me the priest could...
Priest still needs to attack, yeah. So it's in a separate unit.
Okay, models removed from play. They're now finished. I'm going to do my reanimation protocol rolls here. 17 models slain. Deadly stuff from just 4 Repentia models. Right, so 5 pluses. And rerolling 1s. I can see some successes coming through. Okay, so it's going to be 7 return to play. Okay, so those models restored to play. There's going to be a morale test for them, which would be passing on a roll of a 1. So there's that to deal with as well. For both of us, actually, it's been a bloody exchange here on this flank, and that resolves the turn. Actually, there's nothing to fight back across here. Priest finds herself out of range for close combat. She can make a consolidation move if she wants to. Tom probably just keep her where he is. Okay. Are you going to use your 1 for morale? Very, very good. Well played. Okay, and then I'm going to try and roll a 1 to see if we... Oh, well, there you go. Both sides up for the fight. We'll hold that there. No morale across the board anywhere else. No, turn comes to an end. Necrons have hit back here. Damage being caused on both sides. We'll go on to resolve... points now being picked up at the end of the turn here for the Necrons. All right, so points picked up. Purge the Vermin, 2 points. We cleared this table quarter here. Assassinate picked us up. That's the character in here. The Priest been destroyed, 3 points picked up for that. Deploy Scramblers, just 1 action completed out of 3 so far. So Necron's on 10 points at this stage. Tom on 3. He's about to pick up points for primaries though. So we'll head now on to turn 2 for the Sisters of Battle. The game hangs in the balance, both sides causing damage. It's a race to the finish line here, and it's hard to tell who will finish ahead. Remember, Tom does have the Seraphim to arrive from reserve, and also another unit to turn up from reserves as well. Necrons do have the Hexmark Destroyer available also. Turn comes to an end here for the Necrons. They've done their best, but is it enough is the question. We'll go on to turn 2, the Sisters of Battle. Alright, so on Tom's move, you can see he's moving his models here. There is a threat, number of threats here. It's to do with Tom's miracle dice. He has 2 6s and a 5, so you can use those in combination. You can use two of those dice for a charge. Yes, there's a 12-inch charge, guaranteed 12-inch charge available. Celestine now has a threat range of 24 inches across the board. She could go pretty much where she wants to after Necron characters around here. Even the Warden is in danger here. She could reach him. And remember, Tom's secondary is to go for characters. He has Assassinate here as one of his secondary choices. So we're going to see more aggression, I think, from the Sisters of Battle. Taking the... Oh, maybe not.
I'm just...
There's an objective there, you see, in that ruin. Tom trying to weigh up which units to hold back and which to send forwards aggressively here. Both sides using up their resources. Casualties coming in. It's I don't know is the answer, isn't it? To this game at the moment. It's very hard to say.
Not sure which way.
Makes for a good game of 40k, but there's a tension being added here because of the importance of the league. Necron's trying to get to the top of the table, and Tom trying to climb up the leaderboard as well. So whilst Tom's moving, I just mentioned a few resources here. The coins are still available. Some stock left of those, so you can check out the Etsy store. The link for that's in the description below. But objective marker style design on the back, and then there's the Scorpion's head design just there. So they are zinc alloy coins available to mark 10 years of striking Scorpion 82. Available individually, or we do there's a deal for 6 of them, so that you can use them in your own games of Warhammer 40,000. I mentioned the terrain as well. This terrain, there's a full painting tutorial for that on the channel. There's a painting tutorial for the Necrons as well, showing you how to paint those also. So plenty of resources for you for your own hobbying. Right, so movement complete. 10 points picked up for primaries here. No, more than 10. No, 3 each were having held. Yeah, okay, so 10 points picked up for primaries. Seraphim squad has arrived. The Battle Sister squad moving out into the middle, but they're deploying Scramblers to complete 2 out of 3 actions required. Then, as expected, aggressive move here from Celestial Living Saints, the 2 Gemini moving with her. Hannah's moved round 6 inches, poised to charge, about a 6 or 7 inch charge required from her. Battle Sister squad moving through. This squad here going to hold on to the central objective. Canoness, Beatrice, moving up behind the 2 tanks for reroll ones. Gotcha. Okay, and then around the other side, we'll go to the other side of the board. Well, I don't really need to. The Repentia haven't really moved. They're just lining up another charge against the Necron.
They're still in combat.
Still in combat, and of course they are. Yeah, against the Necron warriors. Okay, so movement's done. Tom's reserves, no, not fully. There's still a 5-lady squad to arrive for deploy scrambles later on. We'll go on to shooting phase next. I think the Sisters of Battle have the upper hand, and they're poised to cause more damage here against the Necrons on this turn too. It's a dynamic army you have, Tom. There's shooting, decent shooting available. You've got good numbers here. Plenty of units available, lots of resources, and nasty enough units in close combat. So it's a good all-rounder army coming together here. An army that's happy to take on the Necrons head-to-head.
So I'm just going to fire their pistols.
Pistols?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 pistols at the guy on the barge.
The guy on the barge?
The guy on the barge.
It's King Temen Ra.
5s and 6s. 2.
Do you make it
No
through?
minus.
No minuses, so we'll take 3 up saves. We've failed 1, so wound has been taken.
On the Gemini.
It's 8 wounds left.
Nope.
Okay,
And
no
then
wounds.
Celestine.
Yeah, Celestine will put her flamer into the Scorpec destroyers.
D6. For 1. 1 wound. Strength is 5. -1. 1 damage.
There's a -1 on here, so 4 up. Passed. Okay, this squad obviously can't shoot. It's performing an action in the middle of the table. I think that squad advanced, didn't it, to get onto the objective? Yeah. Okay. Not much in the way of firepower. Repentia don't have pistols, do they?
No, no.
Okay.
The Exorcists is the big question.
Where to shoot with those? One option is to go after these, although Tom may elect to fire somewhere else. Right, this Exorcist here, main gun and heavy bolter is going to go into the Immortals. Tom's logic is to try and clear away my troops to stop deploy scramblers here.
So it's 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Once.
Okay.
2 to kill. 3 dead.
Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do.
Heavy bolter.
4s.
2.
4 ups. Blocked 1. So that's 4 dead. Okay. So I will try and reanimate here if we can. 1. Okay, so 3 slain. Next Exorcist, same again. It's going to offload everything it has into the Immortals.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you come in at strength 8 or strength 10?
Strength 8.
3's to win then. We're toughness 5.
Oh. 3 dead.
3 dead? Okay, I'll try and reanimate on 5s. 1 does.
Still heavy bolters.
Oh, sorry, heavy bolters to come.
2 more.
2 more. Save 1. We'll try and reanimate the dead one. We do. Okay, so 2 slain in total. Okay, so models removed, then reanimated back on. Again, half the squad destroyed by that firepower from the Exorcists. Is there anything else here to shoot?
Shooting, no, that was... I thought it was a no-brainer that they'd be wiped, to be honest.
Yeah, Immortals not dying here. So half the squad remains. We'll go on to Tom's charge phase next. There's Miracle Dice to use up here to guarantee some charges going ahead, but we'll go for charges. Necrons, situation for them, 2 command points left. We could save those 2 command points for interrupt play, or we could use them on, or use one of them for Overwatch. We'll see what charges go ahead here for Tom. Okay, charges have taken place. Hannah's made it in, rolled up an 11 for her charge. Then around the corner here, Celestine, the Living Saint, and the Gemini have gone in. The Seraphim have gone in. So a wall of close combat slammed into the Necrons here. Desperate fight breaking out over on this flank. The priestess has gone in here against the Necron warriors, joining that ongoing combat. We're now ready to...
So I'm just going to alter where she charges. She's going to charge into there instead. She has the movement, just so I can get my reroll ones for my Bloody Rose.
Okay. It's the most fiddly ruin, this one. Loads of models been moving through it all game. It's a tricky one to... She's in there somewhere. Okay, the tricky situation here, though, is that Tom will attack with one unit, and the Necrons may possibly try and interrupt play here. It's where to spend our 2 CP. There's other stratagems that we could use to try and protect our units. We may just hold on to try and interrupt at some point across this battle line here. But Tom's going to roll up. Seraphim squad going to fight first, he said here. Okay, attacks are being split. 7 attacks, or 7 models are going to go into Temra. Is that including the squad leader?
Nope.
Okay, and the squad leader, the 3 models going across into the Scorpec Destroyers. I'm not going to try and do anything here, so Tom's going to go for...
I'm going to spend the 1 CP for +1 to wound.
Alright.
I can't get below 4s to wound anyway because of his ability, but I'm on 5s to wound at the minute.
Yep.
So that'll take me to 4s, and I reroll all wounds. So to hit first, lots of 6s.
That's your Bloody Rose ability.
That is the Passion. It's a Sacred Right.
Okay.
So that is 5 extra. And then 4s.
Okay, that's the situation.
That's your situation. -4 AP.
So the reroll wound rolls...
Yeah, it's a Seraphim special roll.
It's the built-in special roll for them. Decent squad to bring in from reserve. I can't stop that. I'm going to die.
18.
18 on 5+ invuln save. Tamra's been picked out here. So that's 10. Give me another 6. It's a fistful of dice. I need 5s and 6s. Ooh.
Pretty good.
Ooh.
I think you've done it.
You reckon?
1, 2.
No. Yeah.
Got to get 8. 8 through. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, close. If I'd have paid for the +1 invuln save,
Still would have been.
would have survived.
Just. Yeah.
Okay, that was one of the options to try and boost his invuln save up to 4+. He would have survived if I had paid the command point for that, but haven't. Now we've saved the interrupt play instead. Okay, Tamra could blow up. I think it's a vehicle. He doesn't. Okay, but Tamra destroyed. Yes, Tom's going to make his attacks now. Tamra's been removed from play. This is bad news for the Necrons. Their army's been hurt here.
3 base for the leader +1, and then the other 2 base +1. 6s, rerolling the ones. So 2 extra.
Seraphim squad, just in the nick of time they've turned up here.
Still get the +1 to wound.
Yeah.
And rerolling. So that's 1, 2, 3 dead.
Okay, 3 slain models. Going to try and resurrect. Need 5+. Please, just 1 model. No! Oh, they're all slain. Ouch. Half the squad destroyed, and Tom still has 2 decent units to attack with. Yeah, I'm forced to in this situation. We can interrupt plays. 2 command points being spent. It means we're not going to be able to resurrect Ra, but I've got to try and do something here. So Scorpec Destroyers are going to swing with their weapons. One of them is going to fight against Hannah. It's the one with the big thrashing weapon, and then the other 2 are swung around to take on Celestine. So that's the way we're going to play it. The Plasma Sight has activated to give them the extra attack and extra strength. I'm going to try and take on Hannah here first of all. 3 attacks base for the Scorpec Destroyers, +1 for the Plasma Sight. Going to use the Hyperphase Reap Blade, needing 3s. Rerolling 1s. Okay. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. Damage 3 each time here.
First one?
4+ invuln. Passed. Oh, Tom the Emperor's going to be pleased with this. Not another 6.
No.
That's got
Take
through.
the wounds.
I think he'll just give her the wounds and
I
stay
can't
alive.
do anything else. I was tempted to use the miracle dice to have 3 6s.
Okay. Now, she'll take the damage, but crucially will stay alive, which means she'll get to fight, so that's a good result for Tom. And then we're going to do 10 attacks into Celestine. Rerolling 1s. Which has helped, so we'll take those away. Toughness on her is 3.
Yep.
So it's going to be 2s to wound. Alright, there's 6 saves here.
What damage is this?
Damage 2.
So I'm just going to double check the wording on the life ward.
There's Gemini here which can intervene. Try and keep the saint alive. Just checking the wording of it here. I reckon Tom gets to make his saves first.
4 ups.
No, she's going to survive it.
And then I need to roll 2 ups to pass these on. So 1 goes through to her, which is how much?
Damage 2.
Damage 2, so she takes 2 wounds. And then the Gemini take 2 each, so they're dead.
Okay, that's their job though, protecting the saint. They're actually character models, but Tom says he can bring them back to play.
You can cry on the floor. And
That's right. I remember from the last game, they cry and the tears go into the ground, and the Gemini come back up again. There's some strange story behind their resurrection here. Okay, so that's
I'll go with Hannah, I think.
Yeah, this is one of these well-equipped canonesses here with a relic
So
weapon.
she gets 4 attacks base, +1 for charge for Bloody Rose, +3 because she has the Beneficence Chainsword. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6 is an extra hit. But. This is where the sad part comes in. She.
Strength 4.
What strength is she? I think it's only +1 strength.
Yeah, strength 4, so it's 5s. Oh.
I'll do that. So they are at -3 because she's Bloody Rose, and they are 2 damage each.
Ooh, so, okay, so block 2. So that will slay a model, put 2 wounds on another. She's finished, so I'll try and resurrect on 555. No, alright, so model slain, 2 wounds on another. Right, Celestine to attack next. To finish off the Scorpec Destroyers, she needs to try and get 4 wounds. 3.
Strength 7, so 3s.
AP minus.
AP -3, so 5 AP -3.
This unit's doomed.
Well, they're flat 2 damage each.
It's flat 2. Target destroyed. Scorpec Destroyers are gone. They're best when they strike first. This hasn't been the case here. They've been hit hard by multiple units, and Tom's wiped them out. Right, deadly blow here. A little bit of consolidation taking place, but on this flank, Tom controls the flow of play here for sure. Necrons have a few units left, but the army's been decimated here. Deadly attacks being launched by the Sisters of Battle, so successful so far for Tom's force. The charging priest or priestess going in against the Necron warriors.
Base, +1 for charge, +1 for herself, and then +1 for. I'm just making
Bloody Rose.
+1 for chainsword.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s though. Now could be zealot. Yep, zealot. So
Rerolls those.
extra 1, which is that one. So that's fine. And strength is 3.
5s.
1.
Just the 1. 4 up, which we pass. Okay, I've done my parting move. 8 of them now can fight against the Repentia. Earning 2s, carrying on from last turn. 3s to wound. Ooh, we may not wipe these here. Well, certainly, I don't think we will, because Tom's got invuln save, then feel no pain.
Invuln. Oh.
Double 6. Oh no. Trouble, trouble.
No.
2 slain, but that's going to put us in trouble here for sure. And then 2 into the priest. 2 wounds against her.
She's fine.
Okay. Power armor.
Yeah, this.
God.
Oh no, preacher. Preacher's not power armor. Sorry. It loses another wound. There's no charge.
Yep. It's just 6 attacks now. 2 models. Didn't charge. Still get zealot though.
Yeah.
Those 6s mean something.
Oh, they don't mean much. They just mean that I get 2 extras. 4 dead.
Eek. Okay, we'll try and resurrect. Rerolling 1s. 1 gets back up. So 3 slain. Plasma Sight done his attacks, by the way, just in here. I've since removed him. So put another wound onto Hannah, and that's it. Okay. Ouch. Necrons have taken a battering. It's only turn 2. A combination of firepower, but mostly close combat where you've hurt the Necrons here. Getting to fight first in multiple combats across the board. Necrons got themselves tied up in a combat across here, which has been costly. The idea is to wipe these quickly, but it hasn't gone according to plan. And a well-coordinated charge between characters and Seraphim has hammered the Necron battle line. Temeraire has been slain and overrun. So too have the Scorpec Destroyers. Deadly blows here against this Necron force. It's like a hammer being beaten against the anvil here, but Necron's crumbling, dare I say it, at this point. Tom struck them well, struck them hard, and I think they're going to struggle to recover at this point. It's only turn 2. Turn comes to an end, a little bit of morale to resolve, and then we'll calculate points. But Tom's ahead, and more damage being caused, so doing very, very well indeed. Scoreline's quite low, 19 points to Tom, 10 points to the Necrons, so not much in it at this stage of the game. Points being picked up then was Assassinate, 3 points for destroying Temeraire, and Engaging on Fronts, 3 points picked up for units in all 4 table quarters. Turn comes to an end. We'll go on to turn 3, the middle stage of the game here. So much has happened on turn 1 and turn 2. Seems to be the case here for many of our 9th edition games. Much of the battle resolved in the first couple of turns of the game. But still, Necrons become dangerous as time goes on. Has Tom struck them hard enough to kick them out of this fight? We'll see. Turn 3 for the Necrons. Coming up next. Right, so movement phase for the Necrons. The game's not over yet. There's plenty of shooting options for them. So there's some kind of chance we could do something. So we've kept these 2 Canoptic Doomstalkers where they are. Protocols is fall back and shoot if characters are nearby. It's not going to apply to any of these units, just this unit here, but there's no character to help them. So they're just going to pull back and not be able to shoot this turn. Then, so Tomb Blade's back here, ready to let loose with a volley. These 2 are kept still. The Warden has gone inside the ruin, so you can see beyond this line of sight blocking terrain. Luminor Xeris has moved down, augmented the Immortals, +1 toughness, restored a model to play as well. They're deploying Scramblers. Ramses has moved forwards to try and charge into the tanks. Necron Warriors have pulled out of close combat. And then the Hexmark Destroyers turned up on this flank just over 9 inches away from enemy models. That's movement done. Shooting phase is our best option here for the Necrons. We'll go on to their shooting phase on turn 3 next. Okay, so we're going to go with the Hexmark Destroyer. Going to split our firepower like so. So 4 shots into this character with his pistols. Rerolling 1s, thankfully. Okay. 2s to wound at strength 6. Oh no, just the 1. AP -1. Saved, well done. It's character not slain. It'll be a bad day at the office if we can't bring these 2 down. 2s. 2s.
6s. Last 1.
No.
5 up Chronocaine. Fast.
No. That is
Serpentia,
terrible.
the bane of your life.
Right, I'm going to fire at the Seraphim. I'm going to offload with these. They're on +1 ballistic skill because they were augmented by Illuminor Xeris. Tom's saying it's an expensive unit.
Oh, 185 points.
So looking for 2s. I've still got another 6 to fire, so I'm going to pick out these 1s.
I really wonder why people don't take more of these.
Tomb Blades.
Yeah, they're super good. Look at all that. That's insane.
Lots of dice. That one rolled over. 2s to wound, yep. We restored wounds on these, by the way. Looking for 2s. Still rolling a lot of 1s here. I need to roll that one. Okay, so take away the 1s. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 saves at -1. -1 for Mephrit Dynasty, within half range.
22.
Because we're range 18, +3 for Mephrit Dynasty, range 21, 10.5 inches.
Statistically, they die. Oh, they're very dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're dead.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, Tom, but I'm glad to see them go. Glad to see them go. Seraphim gone. a little bit of revenge, but they've managed to cause a lot of trouble. They took out Temra, so they did strike well. The idea of Tom's force is able to send in these kamikaze units. It disrupts the enemy whilst his other units are able to take objectives and so on. So it's a good tactic. Here we've cleared that objective. Seraphim are gone. So this Canoptic Doomstalker is going to fire. Rapid fire shots into Hannah. She's just tucked in there. And then we're going to go D6 shots into the furthest of the Exorcists. So try and get Hannah here on 4s. 3s. A wound comes through. It's AP -1.
You're not killing my daughter today.
Okay, he's used a miracle.
Anyway.
No, well done. A miracle has occurred. Hannah remains alive. And then D6 shots. Where's the Patreons? Ray Cross has been waiting all game to get involved. D6 shots. Patronic help. Not bad. 3. Needing 4s. 2 hits come through. 3s to wound. I cry. Tears of oil from the Necron eyes. So that this one's finished. We'll go on to the next one. Try and get some kind of result. Same again. Not in rapid though, so just 2 shots into Hannah this time, needing 4s. Got a hit. Get a wound. Yes. -1. Oh. What happens?
She dies.
Got her. Okay. That's the 10 attacks Canoness gone. Okay, now D6 shots. It's Will Wright. Here we go. 4 shots, not bad at all. Needing 4s. A hit. Failed to wound. Okay. Well, they're a distraction at least, but no impact from them apart from just the 1 wound we needed to bring Hannah down. Okay, so now for the next stage of my cunning plan. We're going to rapid fire into Celestine with the Conduit of Stars, needing 3s. Okay. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. AP -4. Invuln saves it.
2 passed.
Okay, damage 2.
Still alive.
4 wounds taken. And how many wounds did you have? 6, I think, maybe?
6.
Okay, Celestine taking damage. So I'm going to do Eldritch Lance into the Exorcist. D3 shots. 2 shots. In 3s. Dice rolling. Something wrong today. Okay. Shooting phase is now finished. Not too bad. Seraphim gone. We're going to charges. And well, that bit worked. That bit worked well here, but not very good from these.
I think you're in a good position.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. We're going to charges next. There's a few possibilities. All right, so just the 1 charge taking place. Ramsey's rolled an 11. He's up for the fight. He's in command at the moment. Here he's charged into the Exorcist and now contests the objective.
No.
No, because Tom has 2 vehicles.
2, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll need to destroy that vehicle, which I think is impossible. We'll do the best we can. Ramses goes in, and that's it. That's the only combat on the board at the moment. There was an attempt to charge here. Hexmark destroyed, rolled an 8 for his charge. Not quite enough. So fighting with the glaive, needing 2s. Off to a great start. 5s to wound. Nothing from Ramses. 2 attacks back with the tank.
Nope, nothing.
Oh, 3 attacks, nothing. Okay.
Uneventful.
That's it. That's the end of combat here. I think we've got ourselves a purge over in this corner. We were meant to clear this corner, but didn't. But at least 2 points picked up for that.
Celestine's still on it.
Oh, Celestine's still there. Right, okay, so no purge.
Yeah, she's still on it.
Fine, okay, no points picked up for that. Do get an assassinate, though. Hannah was brought down, so 3 points picked up for killing that character. So turn comes to an end. No morale to resolve. Just 3 points picked up for killing the character. So that puts us on 13. Tom's on 19. He's about to pick up more points, though, for primary. So head down to turn 3, the middle stage of the game for the Sisters of Battle. Necrons have had a chance. They've done some damage, but I still think they're behind. And Tom's ahead on points. Just needs to keep going. It's been a bloodthirsty game, this one. Damage caused on both sides, but Tom still has the upper hand, you reckon, at this point. Options available. Celestine still lurks amongst the ruins. Charge available potentially for her. We're going to turn 3 for the Sisters of Battle next. Okay, movements complete here. Battle Sister squad moving on to the objective. Tom's picked up 15 points for primaries. This squad happy to sit on the objective to let loose of their firepower. Celestine has swung across in this direction. You can see her floating down the road here. So when do you roll for Gemini then, getting back up?
I can't. I read it, and there needs to be one left in the unit.
Ah, okay.
So I can't.
And that counts as characters being slain?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So the squad at the back, bodyguard squad following the Canoness to take on Ramses. Remained in close combat. Tom's going to fire the heavy bolter into his face. The other exorcist happy to sit where it is to let loose of its firepower. This squad's arrived to deploy scramblers. Tom will complete that secondary. So yeah, declaring scramblers here. Repentia moving out. Multiple charges available from them. The priestess moving up as well. That's movement done. The game's not concluded yet. Necron's still clinging on, so Tom just needs to continue to press on. He's doing well here, heading in the right direction at least. Necron's trying to throw a chrome spanner into the works.
So, shooting?
Yes, shooting phase.
Start with these guys. I'm going to go... Your dude in there, does he have an invite?
Yes, the warden dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an invuln save. All he has is cover. 2 up cover save at the moment.
Okay, so what's the save on those?
3 up. -1 to hit them. 5+ invuln.
Fours. So heavy bolter into them.
Makes sense.
And then everything else into him.
And there's a melter in that squad as well. Ugh, ouch.
So melter first.
Oh, missed.
Good start. 1 CP. Do I really want to...
Try and get the hit. The melter could pick him off.
What's his toughness? 4?
Toughness 5.
He's toughness 5 as well?
Yes.
He doesn't look like a toughness 5 model. He's pretty scrawny.
Scrawny?
Yeah.
I hope I survived, Tom. Give you a volley. Hurling insults here. Proper Imperium versus Xenos battle.
I need a 3.
So it's a frustrating game for the Necrons, this one. There's a number of tactical errors here. I should have known better. Mistakes of these, or it didn't really have any impact. It got caught out in close combat a number of times. Tough game. The army's been fragmented, broken up. The loss of the Necron warriors was a deadly blow as well. So it's been a tough game here for the Necrons. Tom's been unrelenting in his pursuit of victory in this game. And it's a shame because we were climbing the crest of the hill of victory. And our progress has been potentially halted here.
Well, that was awful.
No reroll ones available.
Nothing.
The
heavy bolters into the ones at the back.
Mr. Scrawny dude is standing up quite well.
It's just because he's hiding, so I can't see him. he's switched his eyes off, so he's just like in the corner with his eyes switched off.
Oh, the green.
Hoping that they can't see him. So 4s, all hit. Toughness.
Oh, hang on a second. Did you move?
Yeah.
But it's always -1, max -1. Fine, carry on.
Toughness.
Toughness 7. Toughness 5.
Oh, 1.
1 win comes through. -1, take a 4 up. Come on. No.
1 dead.
Well, maybe not. Not today. Oh! Close. Picked off 1. Tom would be glad to see one of those 2 blades gone. Like so. 5 of them left. Okay, heavy bolter. This is from the squad at the back that hasn't moved. 4s.
1.
4s again.
No.
Nothing. Okay, 2 blades. Tricky to remove from play.
So I actually should have, another error from me, I should have fallen back here because I forgot that Beatrice has an Inferno pistol.
Picked off Tamra. Oh, Ramses.
So I'll fire the heavy bolter anyway into him.
Is it -1?
Yeah.
2 hits. 2 wounds, nice. 4 up. No.
4 damage.
4 damage on Ramses. Ouch. Celestine's Flamer.
D6 for 3. 5, so 2. A -1.
4s. Save 1. Try and resurrect. We do. Okay.
Alright, so...
This one's still to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, Exorcist is going to go into the Immortals. Tom's trying to kill troops here to stop me from deploying scramblers.
I'm just down with myself.
Happens to us all, Tom. You can change your mind if you want to. It grates.
Stop you, just try and...
I know, it grates though. Firing heavy guns into infantry, it's just it's just not particularly suited here, but it's a tactical choice.
6, 7, 8.
8 shots, with that now you could wipe the squad. Oh, rerolling ones because that cannoness nearby. We're toughness 6.
That's 6 dead.
But what, -4?
Yep. -3. Oh, sorry. Yep. Sorry. No. I think I might have cheated you last turn then. Possibly.
Well, mistake.
6s.
6 though. Come on, need a 6 in here somewhere. Got 2.
Heavy balls.
Oh, just stay alive for the reanimation. Reroll that one. Oh, we're going to live. 5's to wound.
Yep.
Gets the wound. 4 up to stay alive. Yes. 4 dead.
This seems to do my head in.
And 2 more get back up. Huzzah.
Doing.
Okay, models restored to play. Models removed and then restored back to play. Any other firepower available?
I don't think I can see anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any weapons. The preacher.
Must be a pistol of some kind.
A las pistol. The mightiest of weapons. Into.
No, do a pistol.
Go on then. Misses.
I'm gonna fire back with 6 next time.
No, you'll be dead.
Tom says he's gonna kill my hex mark destroyer.
You won't be dead. Unless you can. Well, you can just fire pistols.
Yes.
You're doing close combat.
Yes.
I need to focus on my target.
He can overwatch.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to kill these and kill them. That's my target. Then you can't deploy scramblers.
Right, fair enough.
I need to do that, and then I'll focus on trying to kill characters.
Yep.
All right.
I'll let you do your charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, charges next. Okay, interesting choice. Tom's not charged the hex mark, so charging all the units here into the Necron warriors.
I need to focus on stopping you getting...
Playing the mission, fine. Yeah.
That's the 10.1.
Bit of an epic moment. Look at this lineup here. Celestine bearing down on Luminor 0. So we've got a combat taking place there. Tom used the miracle dice to make that go ahead. He's now contested this objective. May well claim it if Xerus is brought down.
Miracle dice was for Beatrice to get all the way through to here.
Sorry, yeah, going in against the Immortals.
Charge, yeah.
Fine. And the...
Celestians are in the back here fighting the Overlord.
1 wound required to finish him off. I can't interrupt play, so Tom's free to attack with all of his charging units. Right, Repentia going to fight first here. 2 models. Let's see what kind of damage 2 models can do here against my Necron warriors.
Probably not much by the look of it.
Okay, here comes the reroll.
2 extra. I'll take those 2 extras. 3s.
Toughness 5.
How many is that? 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
+1 to wound.
Tom has 1 CP available. Yeah, +1 toughness. They were augmented earlier on by Luminor Xerus.
+1 to wound. Oh no. 5 dead.
Okay, we'll take those. Then we'll try and reanimate. 5s. Rerolling 1s. 1, that's not, I rolled that one over, so 1 model gets back up. Tuck him in just there.
Preacher going into them.
Yeah, priestess or preacher. In 4s.
Zealot.
Tom trying to get the wipe out here.
And then the extra for the 6.
Yeah. 5s?
Only 1.
Okay, 4+. Passed. Ends just there. Chance to try and bring those wretched Repentia down. Next up.
Next up, we'll go with the Canoness.
Right, she's just fighting here against the Immortals. Probably a crazy amount of attacks for her. This is
No, she's
Canoness
not crazy.
Beatrice.
She's Valorous Heart, so she's not that crazy. She's only got 4 attacks.
Oh.
Hit on 2s, rerolling 1s. No extra for the passion.
Okay. Okay, so it was 1 wound that came through there against the Immortals. Failed to save, didn't reanimate, so 1 slain, 3 remain.
So the Celestians at the back re-roll everything because they're within 6 of a Canoness.
She's trying to pick off a wound from Ramses.
2.
2. Patronic Help. We've got 1 left. Maxfield Knuckles. Roll this one first. Oh, just about. And then a 3+. Hold. Come on, hold. Yes! It was on a 1. It rotated round to 4. Ramses lives.
And nothing from the tank. Oh my goodness. Not going well.
Ooh, Ramses lives. He holds.
And then Celestine.
With living metal, I'll become stronger.
No, that was awful.
This is Celestine against Illuminal Xerus here.
Toughness.
Toughness, I'll check. I think
6,
it's
I think.
5. Yeah, it could be 5 or 6. Let Tom roll up here.
It's 3s.
Yeah, toughness 6, so 3 make it through. AP -3, so 6s. Nothing.
6 damage.
6 damage. 7 wound model. She's still alive. Alright, Xerus lives. Just about 1 wound left here. A lot of characters carrying a lot of wounds here in this game. Is that all the combat's done?
Yeah,
Right. I'm going to try and strike back here. Illuminal Xerus. 4 attacks. 2 hits come through. 2s to wound. A wound.
No save.
2 damage.
She's
She's
dead.
down and out.
Well, this is going swimmingly, isn't it?
How interesting. Okay. So Xerus will sit where he is. There's no real need to move him. So then we'll go for Immortals. They were blessed previously. So in 2s and in 3s. 1. 1 save. 3 up.
Good.
Passed. Okay. Necron Warriors. We'll try and get rid of those pesky Repentia in 3s. And 3s again. A save required. Feel no pain.
Good.
Passed. Oh boy. Okay. And Ramses. Yes. 2s.
Who are you attacking?
The infantry. And 2s again. Yes. All make it through.
Minus.
3.
3 dead.
3 models slain. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So fight phase finished. Resurrection of Celestine, Lucas Becker. Back she gets.
Okay.
Now she gets back up with her 4 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
Okay, up she gets just there. Yep, has to resurrect just at that spot. That's fine. Okay, so everything's resolved. Bit of morale for the sisters at the back there, but they should be fine. 3 casualties taken. All attacks resolved across here. That's their toughness. So we'll end the turn. 15 points picked up by Tom for primaries. We'll see what else has been picked up here for his secondaries also.
Engage on all of them again.
Another 3. So 3 points picked up for that. Deploy Scramblers is complete, so those 10 points will be achieved here as well. So points flowing in nice and healthily now at this stage for the Sisters of Battle. Okay, scoreline is 47 points, so I'm 24 to the Necrons. You reckon, now correct us if we're wrong, Gemini models count as characters, so 3 points each for those models slain. But leave it in the comment section below if we're wrong about that. So picking up points for Assassinate there for the Necrons. So 47 points to 24. Necron turn 4. I think time's running out for them. They need to do something drastic here, but limited resources at this stage of the game. But we'll go on to turn 4 for the Necrons as they fight on desperately here in this battle. Alright, so Necron turn 4. Move the Tomb Blades in. Restoring wounds here, back up to 9 and 5 with these. Conduit of Stars, the Wardens move through 6 inches, then coming across here, Luminal Xerus restoring a wound, sitting where he is. 5 points picked up for primaries, by the way. A wound restored on Ramses, so 2 wounds left on him. Luminal Xerus restored a Immortal back to play. And across here, moving across this way with the Gunslinger, the Hexmark Destroyer, Necron Warriors breaking off, but it's pretty much a waste of time going for deploy scrambles. We reckon we can't reach with either of these infantry squads next turn. We'd have to advance. We don't think you can advance and perform that action, so deploy scramblers is beyond our reach now for the Necrons. Got to focus then on trying to pick up points for primary objectives and the other two secondaries that remain. Movement's done. We've got shooting phase for the Necrons here on their 10-4. Okay, we've resolved the shooting here for the Necrons. It's been impressive on this side. Tomb Blades splitting their firepower. It's helping to bring down much of this squad across here of their firepower. 3 of them fired in that direction. We played Talent for Annihilation, so some mortal wounds come through. These 2 fired into this squad, along with some firepower from the Gauls, weapons from these. It wiped out the Sisters squad here, and then wiped out the Sisters squad in the ruin. They were finished off by the Conduit of Stars coming from the Wardens. So decent firepower from the Necrons on this flank, virtually clearing away all resistance from the Sisters of Battle. It may well be too little too late. Across here, Eldritch Lance, just 1 shot but missed against Celestine, so no damage against her. And then down here, pistol firepower, picked off one of these, splitting our shots, picked off one of the Battle Sisters from this squad. Tom passing a good number of Feel No Pains across here, keeping this squad alive. And then some decent armour saves being rolled for as well. We're going to charges next for the Necrons on turn 4. Okay, charges taking place here. Desperate stuff for the Necrons. Going in here with the Hexmark Destroyer, trying to tie these up and stop Tom going after my other units. And then Luminor Xerus going in against Celestine, the Living Saint, will resolve our combats next. So we'll fight with Xerus. He's got to do exceptionally well here. Okay. These all need to wound. I might command reroll here, just see what we've got. Okay, those wounds come through. It is strength 6, so they've all made it here. Invuln saves.
Can I do one at a time?
One at a time. Pass that one. Oh no.
Failed.
Okay.
So how many damage is this?
That's 2 at a time.
Then my third one.
It's going to be the miracle. 2 damage taken. I forgot about impaling legs. 2 attacks, 2 hits, and 2 more wounds at -2.
What damage are these?
Just damage 1. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Another wound taken. The key is that she remains alive. She can then slay a Luminor Xerus, should be able to, and then Celestine will be free to move off and charge next turn. Okay, Hexmark, he wants to stay alive, so we'll put all of our attacks into the Repentia, the last model on the board for them. All wounded. Aha, take that. Blocked 1, and then 5+ Feel No Pain.
Fine.
Finally. Okay, nightmare of a unit to try and deal with.
Miracle dice for them doing.
Okay. Tom picks a combat here. Now there's different options. There's no point picking that one first.
I'll go with these guys to try and
finish off Ramses. Yep.
Just need to do one wound. Rerolling everything because of the Carnus. 1 again.
One comes through. 3 up.
Oh, no.
Passed. Ramses still alive. We'll fight with the Immortals next. Need 2s. They've all hit. And 3 wounds come through. No minus on the Canoness.
Oh, good.
555. She passes. Tom can fight back now.
So I'll just do the
vehicle.
6s. Oh.
555. Not enough.
Okay. So then Canoness.
Yes.
All hit. And 2 wounds. -3.
Okay. 6s. Nope. And we'll try and resurrect. No. 2 slain. Well done. Ramsey's going to try and kill the infantry. Need 2s. Need 2s. Yeah, -3.
Oh, come back. 2 dead.
2 slain from that squad.
1 left.
1 model left. This is the Preacher here. Tom's rolled up for his hits. It's got 666 in there, so 3 extras being added in.
So what's your toughness?
Toughness 5.
Strength 4, so
5s.
5s.
Is it re-rollable?
No. So 2, and that's a -1.
Aha, we hold. Okay, armour hold, stay on the Hexmark Destroyer. And that's about it. Celestine, of course. Just needs 2 wounds here against Luminor Xerus. 1 success will do it. They've all hit. We're toughness 6.
3s. Strength 7.
Oh no.
-3.
-3. They've got no invuln save. Quadruple 6.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Exactly right. Do we explode? Leaving Osiris gone. That's cost us the objective.
Oh, I can't go that way.
Can't go that way, but it's kicked us off though, so
Yeah.
causing trouble for us for sure. I think that's all the combats resolved across the board. We'll see if any more points have been picked up by the Necrons here, but not looking too good for them. Okay, it's just 2 points picked up for Purge the Vermin. We didn't get this one because Tom's got a model hidden behind at the back there. Is the banner, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's stopping us from picking up points for that purge. Haven't purged here, haven't purged the other side. Necrons usually do well with that secondary, but they've struggled here in this game. Tom's spreading his units around effectively to stop the points from being picked up. Let Tom make his moves. You can see he's eager to move here. It's turn 4 coming up for the Sisters of Battle next. Right, movement's taken place. The tanks have now split up. One heading this direction towards the objective, but can't quite reach it. The other one's backing off. The idea is to try and blow Ramses off of the objective. Remaining in close combat with the Canoness. Celeste moving across to try and take out the Hexmark Destroyer. This squad's moved up in this direction, and that's about it. There's not much. Most of the action, really, a bit of firepower across here for the Necrons, but the last of the action of what's left of both sides is across this side of the table. A few things left to resolve. Tom's characters trying to mop up what's left of Necron resistance on this flank. Shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase completes here. Ramses is gone. He took the full firepower here from one of the exorcists, so it's been destroyed, and that's about it really. Not much else going on. Okay, so charges next. So charges just taking place across here. Battle Sister squad going in, Celestine going in to take on the Hexmark Destroyer.
Celestine, I'm going to use these two chaps for wounds in a minute. So I don't think she has the order keyword, so I don't think she gets the extra hit there. So I'll take the first two. So toughness.
This is right, one at a time here. Luke Schwengel first of all.
Wounds.
That's a wound, and then Tyler Summers.
It's
a 1. No, not coming through. That's Tyler's debut here. Maybe next time we'll get the result that's needed. 666. What does that mean?
Divine intervention. It means that just remove your model.
We'll get any kind of save.
What's your save?
3 up.
Yeah, so you get 6 plus.
3, 4.
4.
Quadruple 6. Wow.
6 damage.
Yeah. Do you know what? Come on, reroll. A 1 in 6 chance. Where's Tyler Summers? Feel sorry for him. It's his debut here. Tom will go mad if I get a 6. I just got a feeling it's going to be a 6.
I won't go mad. I've still got my other sisters to go.
Oh! Cock dice. No, okay. He's gone. Oh, it's a shame. I do like the old gunslinger, but he's could be removed from play. Well done. Celestine's done very, very well in this game. Okay.
Your attacks? With your...
Yes, we'll resolve the rest of the combats here, but it's pretty much game, set, and match now here for the Necrons. Yeah, so the rest of the combats, we did no damage, and Tom hacked down one of the Immortals. That's the turn finished. We're out of the game now. We've got hardly anything left here for the Necrons. We could do a lot of shooting, but...
We need to play it through, though, because it's a league.
It's a league, yes, no, we'll calculate points.
Every point could count. So.
Oh, yeah, no, Necrons will, even though they've lost this game, they'll pursue victory points that they can add to their tally. So Necrons will press on here. We'll either go into the next turn, or we'll head into the next turn, or we'll calculate what the Necrons could achieve and take it from there. All right, so turn 5, just discussing the game. We're going to end it here with calculated points that both sides would pick up, which I'll run through in just a moment. But Tom does have victory by quite a fair margin here in this fight. So the game comes to a conclusion. We'll run through the score. The Sisters of Battle have won. I'll give you a final tally. So points, this is our score sheet just here. On turn 5, Tom going second, he's able to manoeuvre units onto objectives, so he would have got his 15 there for primaries, giving him his maximum, 45 points for that. Assassinate 12 points picked up in the end for Assassinate.
Mark, Overlord, Barge, and then your name dude, Luminal Zerus.
Just add on another 2 points. Assassinate, 12 points picked up for that. Deploy Scramblers was a success. Tom's the master of that secondary objective, so well done. And engage on all fronts in the end, 11 points picked up for that. So a total of 78 points. So low scoring at the start of the game, but points have rushed in towards the end. Well done, 78 points for Tom. Necrons steadily holding on to 2 objectives throughout the game, so 20 points in total for primaries. Purge the Vermin, we, on our last turn, would have cleared this objective. The Tomb Blades would have swung around, I reckon destroyed the character of a full load of firepower from them. So picked up the points for Assassinate and Purge the Vermin, 4 points coming in there for that on turn 5. So maxing out on Assassinate in the end. Deploy Scramblers wasn't achieved. The wrong choice of secondary to go for. 43 points to the Necrons. They'll add that to their tally. They already have quite an impressive score with 2 victories. But this is a defeat for them. All they can take from this game is the points picked up here for objectives during the game. So Necrons, their destiny is not guaranteed here in the league. They may progress, they may not. Depends on how well other factions perform as they play their 3 games. As for Tom, with 2 victories now, his Sisters of Battle stand every chance of going through to the knockout stage of the season. But the role reverses around. Tom needs the 3rd victory to go through. No guarantees here, so he'll be fighting for a win in the 3rd and final game for the Sisters of Battle. If they get victory, then surely they will go through to the knockout stage of the season. Good to see them finally represented on the channel, and great to see them doing so well in our battles as well. So a tough game, this one, for the Necrons. We've seen their army broken up here, partly due to Tom's tactics of hurling units in to disrupt the enemy lines. It certainly worked in this battle. Necrons couldn't get a grip on the game, and Tom has achieved a great victory here, perhaps against one of the channel favourites here. Necrons have been strong.
The big thing with Sisters is that their units are just so cheap.
Yes.
And pretty resilient for how cheap they are.
Not bad, no.
So you can just keep chucking them at people, and eventually they're going to wear them down, I think.
Yeah, no, and the range of models and units available for the Sisters has expanded greatly, so they're certainly an army with a lot of diversity, so it's great to see them on the board. And up at this stage, I'll call out the silver level patrons. That's Caleb, Dan Gardner, Denny Wright, My Shield as discussed, Peter Goodall, and TC. A big thanks to them for their support at silver level. You can check out the end credits for all those supporting at bronze, and a big thank you to all those supporting here. All the proceeds on the Patreon page go to SSWG, my local Wargames club. So we'll talk about units of the game next. Both sides, I think, have had units that have done particularly well. Okay, number of contenders. Necrons, going to give it to the Tomb Blades. Something to mention about them. I was firing them at strength 6. My apologies. It should be strength 5. It's 6 shots, not strength 6. So a boo-boo there, but they still did quite well, so I'm going to give it to them. Their firepower was relentless.
I think they only wiped about 5 units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but strength 5 next time, everybody. You all need to remember that. So, for those that have picked it up in the comment section, no doubt, but apologies for that. It should be strength 5. But Tomb Blades, a very useful resource for the Necrons. And then a lot of my units were shut down, actually, by Tom's force. I'll give an honourable mention as well to the Warden. Good firepower from him. His shots are strength 6, so that was correct, as he fired the Conduit of Stars. Then for Tom, honourable mention to the Seraphim. We saw their charge arrive from Deep Strike. Deadly assault there on Tamarar, taking him out of the game. That was a good result for the Sisters of Battle. Honourable mention as well to the Repentia squads. A nightmare for the Necrons to try and deal with, and they did cause trouble.
They wouldn't die.
They wouldn't die. No, they were superb. Right. But it's going to go to Celestine, the Living Saint. She's jumped about all over the board. All over the table. Miracle Dice combination with her for guaranteed charges is an excellent combination. She was slain once, but it's not enough to bring her down. She rose again and continued to fight in the game, ultimately taking out the Hexmark Destroyer across here. So that's units of the game for both sides. You can check out the league table on the Plus channel. There's a tab that says League. It's open for everyone to see. You can check out all the results of our games and see who is where in the league. If you want to catch all of our battle reports, then check out the Plus channel. Keep a lookout for more games in the future as the league progresses here for Season 9. But in this fight here, the Imperium triumphs over the Machine. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.